Good morning from Nubra Valley in Ladakh. What an amazing morning. Have a look at the views around me. This is one of the most beautiful places in the world. And actually Nubra Valley was one of the main reasons Gayang and I wanted to come here. For two reasons wrapped up into one, which we'll show you guys today.
So we have arrived up to Diskit Monastery. This is one of the two reasons why we came all the way up to Diskit. It was pretty tough walking up because the hill was like this, and we are pretty high up, like 3,000 meters high up. It is lower than Leh, but still quite high, and it's early in the morning and the air is pretty thin and cold and sweaty at the same time. So yes, it was, but we have made it. So the reason why we came up this early is because there is a monk prayer at 7 a.m. So hopefully we made on time.
And so guys, this temple was built in 1433, so it's got a little bit of age. And like most of the Gompas in Ladakh, it's in the most picturesque area. Look at this. Look at that over the valley. And there's more to show you of that. So you always find these tucked away in the corners, the nooks and crannies of the Himalayas. We just finished the morning prayers with the monks, and we are up above actually the assembly hall at the minute. Now we couldn't take any footage in the assembly hall. I took a little story that I put on Instagram and I'll put it up here. And at the moment, we're, like I said, we're above the assembly hall, and as you can see, look at this once in a lifetime view behind me. Amazing. And this is another pinch yourself moment in Ladakh. And this is, you know, this valley particularly is one of the big reasons why Guy and I came. And I said to you there was two reasons we came. The Gompa, the monastery, Diskit Monastery, and also in the background the Maitreya Buddha, which we'll go down to in a second. We'll explore a little bit more around here in the monastery and we'll see what we can find. There are a couple of lookout spots. We don't really know how to get there, but we'll take a look around. So where Diskit Monastery is situated, it's right on this crevasse. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can get a bit closer. But you can hear the waterfall, or there's some rapid water going along. You need to remember that, you know, there's a lot of snow melting around here, so there's plenty of water. Just have a look at the valley. Look at this. So you see there, this is Diskit sort of village town, which we're staying at. We're staying at right near the monastery. And in the distance is Hunda, where most people say out in Hunda. We haven't been there yet. We'll see if we get there. So we are in Upper Dokang, or assembly hall. Look at the artwork here, look at this. Ancient. Absolutely beautiful. And on the other side, look. Wow. You can really see the age at Diskit. Really see the age. And the ancient scriptures, look at all the scriptures here. If only we could get into that. You imagine. And here again is these more scriptures. Look at this. Beautiful. Want to get into that? Yeah, but we can't. So yeah, the Maitreya Buddha. the Amitabha Buddha. I also wanted to say to you guys, like, as you've probably noticed in the series, that the woodwork in these monasteries is amazing. The ceilings, like, look at that, strong as, and just the artwork on the wood, and that this wood has stood the test of time. It's hard to believe. I mean, you can see it's sort of sloping a little bit, but definitely back in the day, things were built to last. And Guyang just pointed out to me, which I didn't notice, there is a big Avalokiteshvara hanging in the back. And I completely missed it. Wow, it's a big one. Beside the upper Dukang that we just showed you, there's this room here. Now, when you go inside, there's a lot of pictures of the Dalai Lama, and I'm assuming that this is where he stayed. This is obviously an older picture of Diskit. And you go around, maybe a plane with him flew him into the valley. You can see the Dalai Lama in the car here. There he is. This looks like possibly the 60s by the looks of this. 60s or 70s. As you can see him walking up the hill here with the people. The reason why we're assuming he stayed in here, because when you come into this room, that's a picture of a sitting spot with the Dalai Lama's picture. I'm assuming that's Atisha Dipankara, maybe I'm wrong. But the room does seem somewhat a place that the Dalai Lama stayed when he came to Diskit. And again, thousands of scriptures. And Guy was just saying it's kind of cute because they build the room small to, you know, contain the heat because of the cold up here. And just before we go out of this room, have a look at this cabinet here. Good gravy. Look at that. I don't want to touch it too much. But that looks like it was built when the monastery was built. You can always tell the age of a monastery with the prayer wheels and the walkways around here. They're trying to fix them up. But the age on this you can really tell. And again, it's built in the traditional clay, wood, mud brick style. Okay guys, enough of that. Let's finally go to Maitreya Buddha. Guys, as we're coming down, look at that above the Maitreya. What? It's almost like a tornado forming. That's insane. I've never seen anything like that. Sometimes when you've seen something for many years, it's hard to imagine when you're actually there. And I've been waiting to be here for so long, and then look what's in front of me. Boom. The Maitreya Buddha. And Guy and I have been looking at pictures and footage of this for many years, not just obviously the Maitreya Buddha, obviously the Diskit Monastery is a lot older. Again, it's one of those pinch yourself moments. Another one in Ladakh when you're actually here, and it's just breathtaking, the backdrop with the mountains and everything like that. And there are a lot of Indian tourists up here coming up and getting a photo and whatnot. There's actually a lot of motorbike gangs coming up through this way. I think they're on their way to Hunda actually. But what an amazing view. Like I was telling you guys, for many years I've been waiting to be here. Just look at the valley here. Look at this. Look at this valley. This is a huge, huge valley. Up in there is another town called Sumor, and then down to Diskit. We're in Diskit, and then off to Hunda, and then Turtuk right over towards the Pakistan border. You can see some tent lodging accommodation over here. They are fairly expensive, keep in mind, but look at this. Look at this. This is what it's all about. Look at the Vadra here. Like I was saying earlier, Nubra was going to be one of the highlights for us for Ladakh. It's actually one of the main reasons we came to Ladakh, to be fair. All of these years been seeing Diskit Monastery, we know how powerful the morning service is, and just to be face to face with the Maitreya Buddha here in the valley, I mean, I can't describe it. It's more than a pinch yourself moment. Look at the view of Diskit from Maitreya Buddha here. Look at this. Look at that cliff face. You don't notice it when you're actually in town because you're looking from this direction, and then as you see down here, you're looking from up, so you don't see it from the vantage point of Maitreya Buddha, but it's just hanging on that cliff there. And like I said, look, see there, you can see that crevasse in there where there's a waterfall. It's one of the most picturesque monasteries I think I've ever seen in the entire world. And you know, like I said, this is why we both wanted to come here. Look at Maitreya from this vantage point. Look at the feet, the size of the feet. Look at this. It's huge. They say it's like 106 feet or something like that. I don't know what that is in meters, but it's amazing. Look at the size of this lotus flower here. Goodness gracious. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. There's actually a temple inside. I'm going to try and get in. I don't know what that's all about, but we'll try and find out if we can get in there. So we have arrived in the temple. We are right underneath the big Maitreya Buddha, and it's quite quaint here. As you see, look at this room. Look at this, beautiful. Really tiny, quaint monastery. Look, the ancient style scriptures. Obviously these are newly printed. The drum. Diskit has been a library in and of itself. There's plenty. We see green Tara. Buddha Shakyamuni, or Gautama the Buddha, if you will. Look at this. Amazing. And obviously, Padmasambhava. That's quite an impressive statue of Padmasambhava right there. And again, look, more scriptures. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So that's it for Diskit here in Nubra Valley. We hope you guys enjoyed the monastery, the Maitreya Buddha. Guy and I are famished, and it is blazing hot right now. It's a lot hotter than Leh. Actually, Leh's cold. I'm wearing a t-shirt. So that says a little bit about how much lower Nubra Valley is. And what do you think of Nubra Valley, love? Not too bad?
Oh, it's really beautiful. Again, it's a nice change from Leh, and the monastery was really impressive. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but it's like a little sneak peek of a real monastic lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really good. Again, the Maitreya Buddha, don't have to mention anymore. Yeah, it was wonderful.
That's right, guys. So we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the next one.